Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Reino de las Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. I am your host as always, Reino Mascaras, and slight change plans today if you follow me on Twitter. It doesn't look like the latest addition to the collection is going to arrive, which it hasn't. The mail has already been here and gone today. So, went ahead and went with the second place runner-up mask this week. So, speaking of this week, heck of a week. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw me posting it as well as on Twitter. We had Destination Pro Wrestling here in town, and it was a fantastic show. Definitely give it a look when it's back, when it's up on YouTube, I should say. Yeah, great show. And, you know, some fun on Wednesday. We had a good, we had a pretty darn good Dynamite with AEW, and, you know, probably for most Lucha fans, the most exciting part was Rey Fenix becoming the new AEW International Champion. Definitely not sure if that was the plan. If you're watching this by now, you've probably seen that Mox got rattled pretty good off of Fenix diving off the ramp. Somehow pulled together another pretty darn good match, which is pretty insane considering Mox's condition throughout that match. If you do follow Ring of Honor, you saw Vikingo take a pretty hefty fall. Didn't get much out of a dive on his end, and seemed like he banged his hip up pretty good. It looks like, for all intents and purposes, his match with Commander for AAA is on for tomorrow, but we shall see. He was at the presser yesterday, so I'm guessing they're looking to go through with it, but it will remain to be seen. Anyway, we got the housekeeping out of the way, so let's get right to the masks here today. So the second place winner for the Twitter poll was this guy right here, this pretty darn cool Flamita Bandido fusion mask. So this one is patterned after the masks worn at the 2019 Battle of Los Angeles tournament, where Bandido and Flamita teamed up to take on the Lucha Brothers in some non-tournament action on night number 1, and it was insane. If you've seen this match, you know what I'm talking about. You know what the spot is. If you don't, I've posted it on Twitter ages ago, but if you search it out, you should be able to find it. Yeah, when there's a portion, you know, something that happens that it's just known as the spot, you know, it's pretty darn spectacular. So anyway, this one caught my eye. I think it was about a year ago I bought this. I can't remember the exact date, but the last year or two I have really scaled back on the replica purchases. This one, I've got a Commander replica that I bought not too long ago. Those are the only ones that come to mind recently that I have purchased that are not either ring worn, signed, or otherwise official from the luchador themselves. It's just, you know, there's nothing against those. You know, when I put this on and talk about it in a little more in depth, you'll see this is a very nice mask. So I'm not going snob. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, you know, replica's bad, official good, nothing like that. You know, I've got very many unofficial masks. You can see a couple behind me there. You know, the Penta, the Flamita, the Bandido are, you know, those are official. All those Pentas, they are replica. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Those masks are fantastic. I love them. I have no inkling right now to sell them off. So don't take this as me, you know, becoming a mask snob. That's not what the case is here. It's just my purchasing habits have just changed. You know, that's what I'm looking for more, is the official, the ring worn, the signed stuff. So anyway, back to this mask. So it's very cool. You know, you've got, you know, basically the face is pretty much Bandido, and then you've got the flames coming up to represent Flamita in happier times, before he was demonic Flamita. So I'll go ahead and cut the vid, come back with this on, and we'll talk about this a little more in detail. We're back. So this one fits pretty well. Most replicas fit really well on my head. Just with the lighter material, gives it a little bit more breathability. I can even get the chin strap strapped in past the beard. So yeah, this is a fun one to wear. This is definitely one like this year for work if we're in the office on Halloween or whatnot. This would be one of the candidates for me to wear. You know, if I needed to, I could just clip this off for a little extra breathability. But other than that, you know, comes right up. You know, the bandana piece, for lack of a better term, of the Bandido style mask. It doesn't really impede my breathing, so I mean, this is something I could wear all day if I wanted to. And yeah, it fits really nicely. It doesn't pull around, it doesn't get stuck. Yeah, this is a fun one. This is just really fun. This is one of those, again, I could wear quite some time if I wanted to go to a show with it. If, you know, Bandido and Flamita happened to be on a show, definitely one I would take to wear in support. I don't know. I'd be honest, I'd be a little tempted to get it signed by the both of them, but I don't know if I would go through with it or if I would, you know, bring one of these two over instead for signing. Hard to say, and I'm not sure if that's something that would, you know, be possible as of right now anyway. But yeah, this is fun. This is a good mask for a replica. The design pieces are a little bit thicker than I've seen in some. You know, some are like paper thin. Yeah, here's kind of a good example of that here. I've got a semi-pro Dragon Lee, and you can see the dragon head piece. It's thin. It's just absolutely thin. Not the case on this one here. So this was one, you know, again, this is definitely a replica that I love. Probably, I'd say a little more than others, just because of, you know, the attention to detail and the design, the thickness of everything. It's like these things are not going to flop around. They're going to stick straight up. So I'll go ahead and switch back, and I'll have this in hand, and we'll, you know, kind of go over some of those design parts. So one moment. And we are back. So yeah, you can see, you know, haven't been able to show this off, but there's the fireball on the back of this one. Again, nice thick design pieces here. Just, I love the coloring. I love how everything just kind of meshes together so well. You know, mask piece is a little bit longer than I think most of the Bandido ones that I have. Here's an official pro grade from Bandido for comparison here. It comes down a little bit, you know, a little bit farther. But I believe his earlier masks did have that longer bandana piece over, you know, covered more of the chin area. I think I'd have to kind of look over it a few more. I really don't have anything that's kind of from close to this era of Bandido mask that was official. I've got the ring worn from PWG that we talked about, but that was after this style of mask was used, so it just could be an update there. But anyway, it's just, yeah, this is one of my favorite replica pieces, I would say. Fun fact, my buddy TKD117 over on Twitter and Instagram, he's got the official one. He's got the real one. He picked that up at the Battle of Los Angeles 2019, I believe. But head over to his pages. He's got those. He's got all the details for sure. But I know he's got the actual mask that this one is based on. So very cool. Very cool to know it is in very, very, very good hands in the collecting world. So there you have it. Thank you as always for joining. I will definitely highlight the mask that I have in transit when it arrives. Tracking right now says it should be here Monday. So I've seen that, and sometimes it's Saturday. So if it's Monday, perfect. Mask Monday over on Instagram. You'll see it then. So as always, thanks as always for your views, for your likes, your comments, subscriptions. As always, reach out if you want me to talk about something specific. I believe this is episode 40. Might be 39. I didn't look. I'm unprepared. What can I say? Episode 50, I'm thinking maybe doing another Q&A, but I might do something different. I'm gonna talk to the wife and see if she wants to talk about things and talk about what it's like putting up with a maniac like me who likes to collect all these masks. So I think that'd be a kind of a fun interview. So stay tuned. We'll do something special there, and we'll see you guys next time. As always, live, laugh, love, and lucha libre. We'll see you next time.